CTS, this is your channel message for September 20th through to the 26th. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's see what they have. Well, I hear charge forward, charge forward. So many of you are going to be breaking through barriers, breaking through walls, like finally, like breaking through that veil that was stopping you. And it's like full force ahead. It just feels very powerful and very empowering. So bravo for everybody. All right. I hear for some of you, I don't want to be here anymore. But I feel that there is something going on with your health that needs to be addressed. And it's as though you have a sensitivity to something that others may not. And you need to get your health looked at. All right, so that you can understand more fully what's going on with you. Many times things can go off balance, you know, with our body chemistry if we're more sensitive to certain things than other people. So get your health looked at in your life. Yeah. For some of you, I see, I feel like you're lightening up on your thoughts. It's like you've been, I just felt so much like a pressure, like a band of pressure around your head. And also as though too, like, I stand for this, or I'm about that, and this is who I am, and this is who I back up, and, you know, just postulating a lot too. And they're just saying, you know, I'm getting a headache from all this. It's like you're taking that, you know, as kind of like when gangs wear their colors. It's like you're taking your colors off and saying, I don't want to wear any of the colors. I don't want anything on my head around me that's pressuring me to think a certain way or be a certain way or follow certain rules that are not me. And so I just feel like you're graduating, you're moving forward, and you're graduating, as they say. You're moving forward and just giving yourself a break and saying, I've outgrown all this behavior and all these things. It's not me. It's not you. You're not in resonance with it anymore. So good for you. You know, sometimes we start things and it's so much fun, and you meet a group of people and everything's, you know, you're meeting new people and, oh, I like that. No, they like the same thing. And then after a while, though, it becomes a job, and then they expect you to be there, and then they start giving you jobs to do when you're there, and then it becomes where it's not fun any longer. You know, pleaser. So some of you are like peeling off the label as being a people pleaser. You know who you are, and you know that that is who you have become, and you don't like that about yourself. It makes you feel belittled and small, and it's as though you know that people know that that's who you are and who you've allowed yourself to become. But now it's at a point where it's really starting to hurt you, and it's keeping you from moving forward and graduating on to the next level in your life. So you're going to start to say no, and you're going to start to say, let me think about it. Let me get back to you. You know, you're starting to take a pregnant pause for yourself instead of being so available. And you're not doing this to be facetious. You're just doing it because you know that you're needing to learn to love yourself more and put yourself first more, and make time for your own feelings and thoughts. So bravo. Big healing with that energy as well. I see you introducing some people to some new friends. It's like, oh, come on, join us. We're all going out. Let's all go do this, you know. It feels like an activity too, so you're being included and wanting to go with somebody and do different things. I also see a lot of you are getting out of your own head. I feel like you've been on a sabbatical of sorts, but you've just been looping through the same thought patterns over and over again. So it's like you took some quiet time to be with yourself, but then now it's like, okay, now I'm just in my own thoughts, and this is, you know, you need some other energies in there, some other influences, is what they're saying. Somebody to converse with and see where they've been and how they've been doing. Yeah. A lot of jumping around. like, oh, I thought I was going to that office Monday, but now they're sending me there on Tuesday. And then on Friday, they're sending me somewhere else. And so a lot of changing of plans. And so roll with it. Roll with it. Be flexible. Be fluid. There's only going to be turbulence if you allow it to give you turbulence. Just go, okay, and manage the best you can. You can't do what you can't do. You can only do the best you can do under the circumstances. I hear trusted friend. You have somebody very close to you that is a very trusted friend. They love you so much, and they have so much compassion for you, I want to say for your plight. They see you as somebody that is working hard to make your life different, to do the best that you know how to do, and that you are a worker. But they have a lot of compassion for you, and they're saying, let that person love you, let that person be there and care for you, okay? Because this is a real trusted and true person that wants to give you this consideration, all right? They're lifting your chin up. They're saying, you've lifted a lot of other people's chins up, so now let us lift your chin up. For some of you, I see you trying to figure out a solution to something, but it's as though I'm looking at a puzzle, but the puzzle piece that I have to use is too big. Like it won't fit the small space. So how do I make that fit? And they're saying, first of all, just take that big puzzle piece and start your own bigger puzzle piece. Don't try to make it fit where it doesn't fit. Don't make yourself small. Okay, so for some of you, it's time to step out on your own, or step up, or be a leader, or facilitator, or, company head, whatever it is, rather than being that missing piece, you are the piece. So here, I'm constantly changing myself to fit in. Now, that's a very uncomfortable feeling. I hear, though, that you've been giving yourself grief about it too, because it's like you're saying, I swore I wasn't going to do that. I swore I wasn't going to change to fit in, and here I am doing it again. So you're getting really frustrated with yourself. And they're saying just unplug. So some of you need to unplug and regroup. Get away from things, everybody, and just regroup and get things straight with yourself. Sometimes we don't want to stop or not be plugged in because we don't want to be left out, or we don't want to lose that momentum. Or you're not comfortable with space. When you unplug, everything stops around you and you're able to feel space. That's mostly what we are, is space. But in that space is so much growth and reflection and good energy. I see my vision coming through. So for a lot of you that have been applying yourself, you're starting to see things work in your favor, and you think a thought and it happens. You think of somebody and they show up. Just a lot of synchronicities, and it's feeling really good. And it's like, oh, I'm on the right track, or it's working, and they're saying, bravo, good for you. And they said, you're recognizing your own strengths and talents and abilities. So it's a very good time for you. I'm going to look at the collective and see what's going on with the collective. I hear that there's going to be a smear campaign, and but I feel as though the more they campaign in that way, the more it'll be smeared and start to get kind of dark and ugly. And it'll reveal itself just for what it is. So that doesn't mean politically necessarily, but just be mindful. Trust. All right, let's see what they have. Shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul. I discover the light that dwells in me.